Hello everyone, and thank you for watching this tutorial. In this video, I'm going to guide you through the Fort Digital SMS web-based system. This SMS web-based system is one of 4 communication tools we provide, alongside the SMS hardware system, the WhatsApp web-based system, and the WhatsApp desktop software system. You can choose whichever option best suits your messaging needs and your budget. The SMS web-based system is our most professional solution. It is widely used by corporations, banks, and government agencies because SMS remains the most reliable way to reach anyone, regardless of their telecom provider, phone model, or country. This makes SMS perfect for marketing campaigns, promotions, notifications, reminders, or even one-time passwords. It is a flexible, free text communication method. Our web-based SMS system supports very high-volume messaging with the ability to send up to 200,000 SMS per hour, ensuring extremely fast broadcast delivery. You can also display your company name as the sender ID. However, in Singapore, you will need to register your sender ID with the government through IMDA. One major advantage of SMS is that recipients cannot easily block or report your sender ID, unlike with WhatsApp. Additionally, the cost is very reasonable, staying below 5 cents per SMS in Singapore and even lower in other countries. Let's go through how to use this web-based system. First, you will need to log in to our SMS portal by visiting fortdigital.com.sg and clicking on the login link under the SMS and WhatsApp portal section. You can log in with the account details we provided to you, or you can set up an account yourself online. Once you log in, you will see a menu on the left side that includes both WhatsApp and SMS options. For this video, we will focus on the SMS section. The first thing you must take care of is security, which is extremely important. Go to the Settings section and change your default password. Then, enable two-factor authentication. You should never rely on just your username and password alone. To set up two-factor authentication, download the Google Authenticator app on your phone. Inside the SMS system, click on Enable, then scan the QR code with your Google Authenticator app. From then on, each time you log in, you will be asked to enter a one-time passcode generated by the app. This adds an extra layer of security for your account. There is also an optional security setting to restrict access by IP address. You can specify your office or server IP address so that only devices from those locations will be able to access the SMS portal or API. Simply enter the allowed IP addresses and click Save to enable this protection. This means that only devices connected from this specified IP address will be able to log into your account, including API access. It is the strongest protection available. However, it can be slightly inconvenient because you may not be able to log in from outside this IP address. The second protection feature is for API integrations. You can specify which countries your API is allowed to send SMS messages to. For example, you can enter the country codes, such as 65 for Singapore or 60 for Malaysia, and click Save. This means the API will only be able to send SMS messages to those countries, protecting your credits from being drained if someone hacks your account. This is an optional security setting. Another protective feature is the API daily send quota. You can set the maximum number of SMS messages the API is allowed to send per day. Simply enter the quota and click Save or reset it if needed. This means that even if your account is compromised, hackers cannot drain all your credits thanks to this quota. If you do not use the API at all and prefer to send messages directly through the web portal, you can simply disable the API and click Save. We recommend turning off the API if you do not plan to use API integrations. For those who may not be familiar, an API, Application Programming Interface, allows you to connect this SMS service directly to your own applications, enabling them to automatically send messages. For example, your application might use the API to send OTP codes, password resets, or reservation confirmations automatically. Those are the main security settings. Now let's move on to using the SMS portion of the system. If you'd like, you can also check out our other videos on the WhatsApp system and the other communication tools we offer. Each service has its own dedicated tutorial video. Let's continue with how to use this SMS web-based system. After you log in, you'll see a menu on the left with several sending options: Quick Send, Upload Send, and Normal Send. I will cover all of these options, but the most efficient method is Quick Send. Quick Send is the fastest way to send SMS messages. Whether you want to send just one SMS or broadcast to 200,000 recipients in one go, this professional system is built for it. You can send as many messages as you need. You'll see a balance indicator showing how many SMS credits are available in your account. If you need to top up your credits, you can contact us directly. You will also see the sender ID settings here. Remember that your sender ID must be registered with IMDA in Singapore and approved before you can use it. Once approved, please let us know so that we can hard code the sender ID into your account. Each time you send an SMS, you can select which sender ID you wish to use. For example, you might use FDSG as your sender ID. QuickSend is extremely convenient because you do not need to import any databases. You can simply copy and paste numbers directly. Let me show you how. Just go to the text box provided and copy and paste all your mobile numbers there. For example, you might have 1,000 or even 100,000 numbers stored in an Excel file, CSV, or text file. Simply highlight all the numbers, copy them, and paste them directly into the box. You do not need to worry about spaces, brackets, or other symbols, and you also do not need to worry about duplicate numbers. Here, I'm going to demonstrate using a list with many duplicate numbers. As you can see, there are a lot of repeated numbers and formatting mistakes in this input box. All you need to do is copy and paste your numbers, then click the Add to Final List button. The system will automatically clean up several things for you. First, it will remove any duplicate numbers, keeping only unique ones. For example, I have 61 lines here, but after cleanup, only unique numbers will remain. Second, it will remove any symbols, leaving only numeric characters. Third, it will automatically add the country code for you. If your default country code is +65, for example, the system will apply +65 to the numbers and remove any leading zeros. So after pasting your numbers and clicking Add to Final List, the system will clean up everything. For these 61 lines of raw data, it reduced to 35 cleaned up numbers, removing duplicates, symbols, and alphabets while also applying the country code. It's that simple, and it saves you a lot of time cleaning up your contact database. You can even click to copy out the cleaned up numbers and paste them into Notepad or Excel for future reference. Next, you can type the message you wish to send in the box below. SMS is free text, so you can type anything you like. While typing, you'll notice a character counter, which shows how long your message is. This helps you keep track of whether your message fits within 161 characters or if it exceeds that length and counts as 2 messages. For example, if you are sending to 35 contacts with a 2-message long SMS, you will use 70 credits. Always check this counter. Also, make sure the encoding is standard. If it says Unicode, you may need to fix it by removing some special symbols. For instance, if you copy and paste your text from Microsoft Word, it might include special characters like a curly apostrophe. When you paste that into the system, it might be classified as Unicode. Unicode messages, like those containing Chinese, Japanese, or Arabic characters, have a maximum length of 70 characters per SMS instead of 160. This means you may accidentally use more credits than expected. Always review your message, remove non-standard characters, and ensure it uses standard encoding. For example, if you remove a problematic apostrophe, the system will switch back from Unicode to standard, reducing your credit usage. In some cases, even if your message is under 160 characters, the system will still count it as multiple messages if Unicode is detected. So, it's important to check carefully before sending. Once you're ready, simply click Send. It's that straightforward. As an example, I will try sending to 2 contacts from the final list. You can also make use of templates to speed up your workflow. Just create an SMS template in the menu on the left, then select it before sending. After sending, you will see your credits deducted right away. That's it. Simple and efficient. After you broadcast your messages, you can go to the Sent Log and Status section to review the delivery status. For example, you might see a status such as Success Message Received on Handset, which confirms that the SMS has reached the recipient's device. These statuses can change over time depending on the recipient's network coverage, whether their phone is turned on or their roaming status. You also have the option to download the report directly from here. The system allows you to view the last 50 jobs in the table, or you can export reports covering the last hour, the last 3 hours, the current month, or the previous month. Simply click Export to download the data. These reports provide you with details about each message's status, its content, and the credits that were consumed, making it easy to track who has received your messages and who has not. For instance, if you see a status marked as accepted, it means the message has been accepted by the telecom network but has not yet been delivered to the handset. This could happen if the recipient's phone is switched off, they are outside of coverage, or they are not connected to roaming. Later, once they reconnect, the status may automatically change to success message received on handset. That is why these logs are so valuable, as they give you a complete picture of the performance of your campaign. This covers the quick send feature, which is the fastest and most straightforward method of sending messages. With quick send, you do not need to save contacts beforehand or maintain an address book. Instead, you can simply copy and paste numbers from your current database, which ensures you are always working with the most up-to-date data. This method is secure, fast, and ideal if you want to send the same message to everyone on your list. However, if you need to personalize messages, like for example, including each recipient's name or their outstanding balance, then you should use the upload send or normal send options instead. Let me explain how upload send works. First, you can watch the tutorial video linked on the page or download the provided sample file. All you need to prepare is a CSV file with two columns, the first column for the mobile number and the second column for the message you want to send to each person. For example, in column A, you could list the numbers, and in column B, you could write messages such as, "Dear Mike, your points are 300," or "Dear Olivia, your outstanding balance is 25." This way, the system will match each phone number with its personalized message and send them out accordingly. If you need to learn how to create personalized messages inside Excel, there is another video tutorial available to guide you through using formulas before uploading your list. After you have finished preparing your CSV file, simply browse to select the file and click Submit. The system will then display a summary of how many numbers and messages are ready to be sent. If everything looks correct, you can click Send, or if you find an error, you can cancel the job before it is sent out. There is also an optional campaign number field you can use just like with Quick Send. If you choose to set a campaign number, it will be attached to your broadcast and will also appear in the reports, making it easier for you to identify and track your campaigns. That is how you use the Upload Send feature. Load. All right, now let's move on to talk about scheduling your SMS. You can easily schedule your jobs if you do not want them to be sent immediately. You have full flexibility. You can set the message to go out tomorrow, the next day, next month, or even just a few hours later. This scheduling feature is available for Quick Send, Upload Send, and Normal Send, so no matter which method you use, you will find the option to schedule the delivery. Let me show you how it works using Quick Send. For example, let's say I want to send out a job tomorrow on the 7th of February at 10 a.m. I would set the schedule here and then, as usual, copy and paste my list of numbers. Let's say I paste in 10 numbers this time. I add them to the final list, type out my message, or simply select a template, and then I click Send. Now, instead of being sent out immediately, this job will be placed under the Scheduled Jobs section. In this Scheduled Jobs area, you will see all the pending jobs, including the one I just set for tomorrow at 10 a.m. You do not need to log in again or keep your computer switched on for it to work. The system will handle it automatically. If you decide you made a mistake or need to change something, you can simply delete the scheduled job. Your credits will be returned to you so you won't lose anything. This same scheduling feature is also available under the Upload Send function. Now, let's talk about Normal Send. Normal Send is used when you want to send messages to contacts saved inside the address book on the system. There is an address book section where you can create groups and contacts. Once you save these groups, you don't need to copy and paste numbers every time. You can just select the group you want to send to. Let's do a quick demo. First, you need to create at least one group. Let's say I want to create a group called Adidas. I can choose whether this group is private, meaning it's only for the main user, or public, meaning it can be shared with sub-users. I will explain more about sub-users later, but just to note, you can create up to 5 sub-users for your staff, and you can assign them credits or manage their sending limits. So now I create the group called Adidas and click Save. Done. As you can see, the Adidas group has been created, but it currently has 0 members. Next, I go to the address book, Select Contacts and choose Import. Importing contacts is very simple. Just copy and paste. You pick the group you want to import the numbers into, then paste in your list. For example, I'm going to copy 30 mobile numbers, along with their names, and maybe some extra variables like outstanding balances or credit amounts. That's all you need to do. Select the group, paste in the details, and click Add to Final List. The system will automatically help you mail merge and organize the data. You can check for any mistakes, and then click Save. Now, if you look under the Adidas group, you'll see there are 30 members saved inside. Next, I'm going to show you how to use Normal Send. The procedure is almost the same as Quick Send, but instead of pasting numbers, you can search for the saved group in the search box on the right. I type in Adidas, and you'll see the group appear. I just double-click on it, and then, if I like, I can select more groups to add as well. When I click Add to Final List, all the contacts from the group will appear in the final list. Next, I click Next, and then I have the option to personalize the message content. For example, since I imported each person's name earlier, I can now type something like Dear and insert the name field from the system, and also insert a variable into your message. For example, I'll insert variable 1 here, just to demonstrate. That's it. This is an example of a personalized SMS, where I'm personalizing both the name and variable 1. Next, I click Next. You don't need to worry that the message will be sent out immediately. In the normal send, there might be mistakes in the mail merge, so the system gives you a chance to check. When I click Submit, it does not broadcast straight away. Instead, it goes to the outbox. Once you click Submit Jobs to Outbox, you can see the pending SMS listed there. On the left menu, you'll see there is a Normal Send Outbox section. These are jobs that are not sent yet but are being prepared. Here you can see all the merged data, and you should check carefully. Verify that the names, variables, and mobile numbers are correct. Once you're sure everything looks right, you can click Send All Messages here to broadcast them. That's why Normal Send is so useful. It allows you to review and vet all your SMS before they are actually sent. If you spot a mistake, you can just delete everything from the outbox and start over. So to recap, there are 3 ways of sending SMS: Quick Send, Upload Send, and Normal Send. The Normal Send has its own outbox so you can review messages before sending. The Scheduled Jobs section shows all messages waiting to be sent on a scheduled date or time you set. The Send Log section will record every SMS that has been sent, and you can download reports from there anytime. The SMS template feature lets you create and store message templates to speed up your work. And the API SMS section shows you how to integrate this SMS service into your own applications or software. The API is very simple to integrate, and it can work with almost any programming language or software you might be using. Now, let me show you another very useful feature, which is the unsubscribe list. This feature helps you filter out numbers that you do not want to send messages to. Just go to the Unsub All Your Blacklist Contacts section, and you can copy and paste the numbers you want to block. For example, I'll copy and paste these 2 numbers as an example. If you'd like, you can also include their names, but it's optional. Then you click Add to Final List and Save. Done. As you can see, these numbers are now in the unsubscribe or blacklist list. That means every time before you send a campaign, you can click the Filter Against Unsubscribe button. Let's do a test. I copy and paste 9 numbers into the system, add them to the final list, and then click the Filter button. You can see here it filters out the blacklisted numbers, leaving only 7 numbers ready to send. This function saves you a lot of time cleaning and managing your database, making sure you don't accidentally message people who have opted out. It's a very powerful and helpful feature. Now, let's talk about sub-users. You can create up to 5 sub-users on this platform, and you can allocate SMS credits to each one. This is a much better way of controlling your team's usage compared to having everyone share the same account, which can be difficult to track. To set up a sub-user, you just go to the User Management section, enter a username and password, and click Save. That's it. Simple and fast. After you create a sub-user account, they will log into the same Fort Digital web portal using the username and password you assigned. Once the account is created, you can top up credits for that sub-user. Just click on Sub-Users, then click Create. You will see your main account credits displayed here and the credits for the sub-account displayed there. For example, I can top up 5 credits for the sub-user and click Save. This will deduct 5 credits from your main account and add 5 credits to the sub-account. Every time the sub-account runs out of credits, they will have to come back to you to request more because Fort Digital only tops up your main account credits, not your sub-user's credits directly. That's basically how the system works. This is a professional, web-based SMS system designed for business and organizational needs. Feel free to contact us if you'd like us to help you create an account or top up your credits. Thank you for joining this tutorial and make sure to check our website for more of our services. In addition to the SMS web-based system I just showed you, we also offer an SMS hardware system, a WhatsApp web-based system, and a WhatsApp desktop software system. Please check out our other videos to learn more about those options as well. Thanks again for your time, and goodbye.